You finally have your dream trip to Thailand planned. It is getting out of the group chat, but you have no idea what to wear. Do not worry because I just spent 3 entire weeks in Bangkok and in Phuket, plus an additional 2 weeks in Cebu. So I'm sharing with you everything I wore on my trip to Thailand during the months of May and June to give you an idea of what to wear, share what was absolutely a horrible idea, and of course, make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end because I'm going to be sharing like the things I for sure would absolutely pack regardless of the season that you are going to need to have an amazing vacation, to not just look good but feel good, because baby, you know that's how we do it here. Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, sharing with you life's possibilities through style so you can find not just what makes you look good, because baby, right? We're gonna look good, but what's going to make you feel good, because honestly, that makes all the difference between just like wearing your clothes and really just like styling and nailing and slaying no matter where you're headed. So, like I said, I came back from, it's been 5 weeks, y'all, in Southeast Asia from Bangkok to Phuket doing island hopping and the Philippines for a vow renewal. I have an entire vlog, so stay tuned for that. But let's start off with things that I wore in Bangkok. And so Bangkok for me was actually a lot more of exploring the Wats, exploring the city, things like that. And keep in mind, not only was it like kind of the rainy season, although we really did not get much rain, I will say, like we got very, very lucky, but it also was hot. Like the sun there, it's a whole different 93, 94 degree weather. So one of my go-to outfit combinations that always does just right, no matter your style, is a good matching set, right? And so the first outfit that I wore was this matching set from Pretty Little Thing. And this was absolutely perfect because the first day we actually went to Ayutthaya and we explored a couple of different Wats. And so it was really, really important to dress a little bit more modestly. That's something that a lot of us, just depending on what you do for your vacation, it's not your first thought. And I know the biggest question is always like, okay, I want to visit the Wats, I want to go inside the temples. What can and can't I wear? And you might get varying answers, and that's just because it actually depends on the Wat. Not every Wat will sit there and like enforce the rules super strictly. However, I always decide better safe than sorry in these occasions because I would hate to miss experiencing, look at how gorgeous this place is. Like I would hate to miss out on this just because I didn't bring the right clothes or wear the right clothes. So a breezy matching set like this is so perfect. And this one literally is one of my go-tos. So easy, my favorite. I have the top in a size 4 and the pants I actually bought, here's my sneaky trick. Even if you're average size or you're shorter, I did buy these pants in the petite sizing so that I could specifically wear them with the dad sandals from Vici collection that we all know and love. I get asked about these sandals all the time. Sadly, they are a couple of years old, but do not worry. I have linked to tons of amazing alternatives that are equal in price and comfort for you in the description because these got so much wear on my vacation and they were so perfect for all of the walking, all of the exploring. And as you can see, right, like not taking anything away from the outfit, still very much serving and allowing me to just again like walk around freely. Another great matching set that I wore to the Grand Palace, this one from Banana Republic, and as you can see, the tourists also agreed with me because the way I was snapping necks on this vacation, partially because obviously the fit is fire, let's be honest, but also one of the things that if you did not know, seeing people that look like us is very rare for people over there. So I actually did get a lot of like pictures and videos being taken, people touching my hair. I'll get into that in the vlog and things like that. Just keep that in mind. However, this Banana Republic set, right? Right? Like she is the moment. And this actually came in super handy because again, being gone for 5 weeks, I was re-wearing and mixing and matching like a boss. And this set was so easy to pair with my swimsuits. The pants were just so breezy and comfortable. And the top on this too also has a really cute clasp right where the girls are, so that way I could make sure that I was fully covered and not being disrespectful while visiting the Grand Palace, which was so, I mean, again, so gorgeous. Bangkok was just so gorgeous and delicious. The way I was just eating my way through Thailand. Oh my goodness. So hands down, whenever in doubt, I will always tell you a matching set. And I personally prefer a long sleeve and pants, because the long sleeves you can rewear with like denim shorts, you can rewear over your swimsuits as just like a cover up to keep you protected from the sun. And the pants, again, like you can rewear obviously with your swimsuits as well for another cute outfit. Let your swimsuit be like a cute little crop top, and the pants for like a dinner outfit, something like that. Plus chafing, because dude, the way that heat was making the sweat and the thighs was just... So if you plan to do a lot of walking, do opt for pants, or at least long enough shorts, or have like some Spanx, because baby, you do not want to be chafed up in that weather. It is so uncomfortable. Another really great option that I wore, especially going to visit the Mak Long Railway Market plus the floating markets, is a long white button up, a cute crop top, and some really fun pattern pants. So I have this button up that I've had for years from TJ Maxx, which RIP, because we lost it in one of the Airbnbs in Phuket. That story is going to be on the vlog, don't you worry. But this is such an easy throw in and go top, and I love this because it made it so easy to be quickly covered, because we did go and explore some of the Watts this same day, but then also easy breezy, give coverage while still having something a little more sasay, a little more risque. This bandeau top from ASOS is one of my favorite places. I love this top, and that knot detail, right? It's just something that's so fun and a little bit different. And of course the Zara pants, because I know if you saw my new and collective haul, you absolutely saw these pants and you heard me sing the song, which was a little embarrassing because, you know, I'm a little pitchy, right? Like, I'm not a singer for real. I like to think I can, but these pants definitely are giving everything they need to give. They're so fun, they're so chic, and they actually were surprisingly breathable. I was really worried because they are polyester. However, these worked out so well, and they were, again, the perfect length to be fully covered, because a lot of the Watts, they want you to have obviously your décolletage, your shoulders covered, but they also want your knees covered as well. So that was the other reason that for Bangkok, you're noticing a lot of my outfits were a little bit more modest, because I wanted to just, again, not have to like bring back up outfits, change outfits. I wanted to just wear what I wanted to wear and go. So the longer pants and these ones were surprisingly, like I said, super comfortable. But again, polyester may not be the best or your first choice. Definitely look for linen options, some cotton options, or again, just like some more breezier options. Those worked so well during my time exploring Thailand. And for a night out, because there are tons of amazing rooftop bars in Bangkok, and the views are viewing, like this was the views from the hotel pool that I stayed at. I did also wear this Vichy collection dress, right? Like the watercolors, just something so fun, so easy. So this was for a nicer dinner, because one of my grandfather's college friends actually showed us around Bangkok and was literally our personal tour guide. It was so cute and he was so sweet. So I did have this, thankfully, for the nicer dinner that we went to, so that I had something more formal. So if you are going to Bangkok, you're looking to do the night scene, you're looking to go out, or you want to hit up the rooftop bars, definitely a cute dress is going to be perfect. It's going to work just fine. You don't have to worry about being like too overly revealing and things like that. It's not that people there are just like prudes or will look at you strangely because you're underdressed. It's really mostly for the Watts, and that again is just for religious purposes, right? Like that would be like going into a church with like short shorts on and like your yitties out, right? Just not a cute look, not appropriate at all. So keep that in mind depending what's on your itinerary for Bangkok. Like I said, for me, it was tons of exploring, tons of eating, Icon Siam Mall. Of course, we did Chinatown, and a lot of walking. So that's what these outfits were really perfect for. Now, if you're gonna be more laid back, or you're maybe going more for the party scene, again, some good slip dresses, things like that will be totally acceptable. If you are finding this video even the least bit helpful, do me a quick favor, go ahead and boop that like button. That just lets me know that you like this kind of content and to keep creating it for you here on my channel. Thank you so much for doing that. And let's get into what I wore in Phuket, because baby, you would think it was two different people on vacation. So Phuket was not as formally arranged as Bangkok, and that was because of a huge last minute change. For those of you who follow me on the gram, you already know, like, I was supposed to actually do this trip with a friend of mine, and she backed out at the last minute. I will be sharing that whole story in its own vlog, so I'm not gonna dive into it here. So thankfully my mom was able to come. However, we didn't really have things as laid out, just because of like the timeline of when I was told that I was gonna have to kind of pivot and either go by myself or find someone else to go. So the first few days, for that reason, were designated as beach days. And so I really just always go with my signature, like a good button up and a good swimsuit. And this swimsuit from Amazon, I cannot say enough good things. Like the texture is amazing, and that underwire detail, we see it giving yiddies, and you know that your girl is not the queen of the yiddy committee, and yet the tatas were tataing. Ta, ta, ta. And it's an easy string bikini bottom, and again, I just love the texture. So this swimsuit also is really perfect to pair with like a good pair of shorts, and it's just an easy wear around outfit. So that's why I really, really love this one, and it's super affordable. So it was just a really great like everyday bikini. I wore this one a lot because of obviously like tan lines, and just it being very easy in the brown color just matched with a lot of the different things that I own. And honestly, I'm really upset because I did pack this in white, but I somehow forgot the bottoms in my... Again, all that will be clear when you watch the vlog. But I do love this swimsuit a lot. I'm actually eyeing it up in a couple of different colors because it just is a really great, affordable, everyday bikini, which is so necessary when you are thinking about Phuket and the summer season. Now, I will say, of course, besides swimsuits, because that is the very obvious thing to pack, is some good breezy sheer button-ups. A lot of my outfits kind of are like in line with this. So again, the Amazon swimsuit, but I have this like very easy breezy Zara sheer button-up. Yup. Yep, because the thing is the sun hits different on that side of the world, okay? And I learned that in Bali. Like, again, their 90 is not the same 90, and that sun is not the same sun that be hanging out in Michigan in the summer. So it's very, very important to bring good button-ups and good longer sleeve cover-ups because honestly, like that sun, and not just like to protect your skin from burning, but also just like heat stroke or like sun sickness, just being out in that heat and being out in that sun, if you're not hydrating properly and things like that, you really like will give yourself a headache. So make sure that you are bringing some good long sleeves, because I also wore something very similar when I was by myself doing some island hopping with this Shein swimsuit and my Nasty Gal button up. I just love the good orange combo, right? A good bit of color because, right, it's just popping on my skin. It's looking so glorious. And you've seen the Shein swimsuit. I've had this for a couple of years. It's very cute, asymmetric. I think I have it in a size 6. And this Nasty Gal sheer top, I'm really sad because they actually had dropped that in a couple of different colors, a good green color, and I think they dropped a third color. I can't think off the top of my head what it was, but ugh. The sheer tops are honestly gonna like be a lifesaver if you want to look chic, you want to be elevated, but again, still have that coverage to protect your skin, and of course, like I said, the headaches, because baby, that's, I cannot stress how much the sun was sunning. Now, speaking of island hopping, we did get to go to the Phi Phi Islands. So gorgeous, so amazing. So for this, I reached for my big oversized tee, this one from River Island. Yep, I love a good animal print moment. I feel like it's just so fun and so easy. And again, this is probably going to be more in line with what will be like what everyone else is kind of wearing, at least from a tourist perspective. Because one of the huge like culture shock things was just how much people in Thailand like don't want to be touched by the sun, which I just found like so surprising. So you'll see people there in the dead heat, in jeans, in long sleeves, like in jackets, in like full face coverings, just to like not have the sun touch them. So there's no dressing like a local if you are somebody who's not used to that kind of heat. Like I know people are gonna try and convince you like, here's some guides so you can kind of blend in, babe. Unless you're about to literally wear Under Armour all day and a pair of jeans, you're not gonna blend in and you're gonna dress like a tourist, and that's perfectly fine. Even by myself, I did not feel unsafe at all. Dressing nicer, wearing my jewelry, things like that. Phuket was a very amazing experience and very safe place to be, even as a woman of color who did not blend in a bit in a place where English is not even like the third language that they speak. Most people spoke very little, like maybe a hi and a bye and a thank you, but like that's it. So don't really worry about like looking like a tourist there. Again, if you are just mindful of your surroundings, you do not have to worry about like pickpockets, things like that. So don't think like you have to dress down or hide. Like I said, I saw plenty of girls in jewelry and things like that. So for more casual looks, a good oversized like chicer button up like this, so fun, so easy, paired with my Princess Polly swimsuit for a fun evening excursion to go check out a bunch of different islands, plus swim with the bioluminescent algae. That has been on my bucket list to do, so that was so fun and so exciting. And is it really a trip to Thailand? And of course, Fifi, if you don't do the long boat. And for that, of course, I had to pull out something iconic, something extra, something that had that za. And I went with, of course, the Lin Kojo Kaftan with the Devon Windsor swimsuit. Yes, yes. Here's the thing. I love this captain, okay? It is so, so fun. It is so joyous. Like, I just always feel like a beautiful butterfly whenever I'm in this. Like, it's giving the ultimate luxurious vibes. And the great thing about this, too, is like, a lot of people are worried maybe the length and things like that, but it is really the perfect cover up for an excursion like this because honestly, you're really just getting into the water, getting back out, so you're not having to walk around and do a lot, but it still is full coverage. Because again, I'm going to say this a lot in this video, that Thailand sun does not play, okay? So the kaftan was everything that I needed it to be. So this is honestly like one of my favorite pieces to reach for. Again, when I just want to give elegance, I want to look chic, but I want to have fun. And so this was so easy. And of course, getting into the Devon Windsor swimsuit. Yep. Yep, like if you've been paying attention over to my collaborations on Instagram, I've been partnering with Orchard Mile for a while, and this swimsuit, girl, it got so much wear. It is another really easy throw on and go swimsuit, which I love. You don't really have to worry about the tan lines. It's giving what it needs to give for the girls who may not be as well endowed as everyone else. This swimsuit is worth every single penny. Like if you were thinking of splurging. Like when I get into everything I wore in Cebu and you see this again and how I restyled it there with some of the pieces in this video, yeah. Yeah. And the other thing not pictured in either of these, whenever you are doing a beach vacation, please pack water shoes. Okay, look at me. I know they're not cute. Okay, I understand that they're not gonna be cute, but you're going to thank yourself when you're not cutting yourself on the coral, when you're not walking on like the super hard, uncomfortable rocks, because not every single beach is going to be amazingly smooth sand. Just get the dang water shoes and thank me later because they came in so handy throughout the entire trip. And again, they are so inexpensive. It's just going to save you money, especially with some of the other island hopping excursions. They were really trying to like sell you like, hey girl, you can get hit on some urchins and they are gonna wax you when you're abroad on these kinds of things. So just thank me later. Pack the water shoes. Of course, even more beach days once we got back. We hung out in Kamala Beach, which was so glorious, so amazing. We visited Naiharn as well. That came really recommended. It's more of a surfer beach though, honestly, and that's still a very up and coming part of Thailand as well. But for more exploring, especially like if you're in the Patong Beach area, I actually went with more casual fits and this was on purpose. So one of my go-to outfits, this Affirm set, right? The zebra set, we've seen it, we love it. She is a favorite. And also this outfit, you're gonna notice a pattern of just like kind of oversized shirts with like really easy shorts. So this top from Zara's men's section, plus my favorite H&M linen shorts. These are so breezy, so easy. I reach for them every single vacation. The reason that I went for more modest fits for my time in Phuket was because I was by myself. And Phuket is a lot more open about the solicitation of girls, of women, than I was expecting. And because that's not what I wanted or the impression I wanted to give anyone, I personally chose intentionally then to dress a little bit more modestly, especially for the time that I was there by myself. For that reason, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't giving nobody the wrong impression. And with the heat, these turned out really perfect because you can easily wear your swimsuits underneath these. The shorts are going to keep you from chafing as you explore through the city because there's tons of shopping to do in Patong Beach and if you go to Old Phuket, which I'll get into that outfit in a moment. But there's so many good like stalls and things like that. I really enjoyed the shopping here a lot more than a lot of other places I've been to, even like Greece and things like that. I just felt like there was a lot more variety here compared to other places that I've shopped. And the dupe culture, ooh, girlies, if you like you a good dupe, Thailand, Phuket, that is the place to be because you'll see. So these were some really great casual outfits. Again, super breezy, still giving chic, still giving elevated because I really still struggle with like denim shorts on vacation. I just recently, like really recently found a really great pair from Levi's that I received after the trip. So I didn't pack denim shorts and I also like longer shorts as well, just again for the walking around and things like that, to make sure that I'm not chafing the thighs. No one needs to deal with that. Like, if you think Hangry J is bad, Chafed J is even worse, okay? She's even worse. Now, another fun thing to do while you were in Thailand that we absolutely took advantage of was going to a beach club, but we didn't go to just any beach club. We went to Yona Beach. We went to the beach club on a boat beach club. And when I tell you a time was had, and of course I had to reach for Andrea Iyama, not just the swimsuit though, but also the cover up, right? Because here's the thing, I feel like if you're gonna do a beach club, I'm not doing muted colors. I'm not doing, I want to be bright. I want to be bold. I want to be fun. And plus, this swimsuit is one of my favorite swimsuits of Andrea Iyama's. I just feel like that girl in this swimsuit. Like, it's giving good coverage. I wasn't having like too much booty out because a lot of times those swimsuits, my booty be eating them. I won't lie. Just even though it says I'm supposed to have coverage, it's never enough material. But the Andrea Iyama swimsuit is so perfect. I have this a small in the top and a medium in the bottom with the cover up. Again, so easy. I just tied it up in this fun skirt situation, paired it with some easy sandals because you were going to be walking around on the boat, eating, drinking, laying in the cabana, laying in our little sunbed. We had such a fun time. So when you're thinking about a beach club, I personally like to go fun. I like to go loud, and I like to have fun with the swimsuit. So the Andrea Iyama, like, she never gets it wrong for me. Like, she always does her thing. I love her swimsuits so much. It just, if you want to give bougie rich auntie. Then getting into Old Phuket, because there is so much to see and do and shop and eat your way through, because not only does Old Phuket have a cool street market that you can walk up and down, there's also the Naka market, which is on the weekends, like the iconic Sunday markets. So for this, again, knowing that I was going to do a lot of walking, I really picked something that was going to be super breathable, super easy to wear. So I have this gorgeous Zara top paired with the Dynamite clothing pants, right? Right? And reaching for those Vici sandals. Okay, I will say, like, besides my New Balances, which you know I wear all the time, these sandals were honestly the other most worn shoe. They're so comfortable. They're just so comfortable, and they go so well. And this was great because the Dynamite clothing pants, they're actually like a linen blend, so they were super breathable, super easy to wear. Plus, it's like that fun pop of color, right? I really wanted to, with the photos, this is something I personally keep in mind, is obviously like where I might want to take photos, what the background looks like. And I always like to have contrast. I'm very rarely like the girly who tries to blend in. Like, you know, some girls will be like blue or white swimsuit with the ocean, or like a green dress with the green background. I try to actually like be the opposite color of whatever I'm around. So that's something I personally keep in mind. So that's why I also went with the yellow pants, because it's very like colorful in Old Phuket, but like it was more blues and more like oranges and like pinks from what I was seeing. So I wanted a color that was gonna really pop. So the black and white with the yellow, like, how perfect is this? How perfect. And again, so easy. So definitely another great like outfit combination for exploring is a really fun chic kind of crop top paired with some really breezy wide leg pants. Then during my time alone, I actually did a lot of island hopping, so you've seen some of those outfits already. The other one that I didn't get to show you was going to the iconic giant lily pads, and I really wanted a moment there. So I went with the Diara blue dress. Right? So I love this dress so much. I will warn you though, this was probably not the right dress for this occasion, and here's why. While it is great, it is a great dress. There's nothing wrong with the dress. Simply because the way that they lay you down and have you move on the boat, and they're so professional. Like, they literally will have you pose, they will place the clothes for you. It was a great experience. Absolutely, if you want to get the great photos, worth it. It was only like $30. The leg slit on this made it kind of awkward on occasion. The dress would try and show a little bit too much underwear, too much undergarments. So it just made it a little hard to get some of these photos to look like this. But that's the only thing to keep in mind if you're wearing a dress that's gonna have a leg slit or things like that going to this location. The dress is iconic and are worth it. But just keep in mind, like, if you're gonna be wearing undergarments and things like that, as you do the motion and things, that might accidentally show just because of the slit. So keep that in mind. But the dress itself, so gorgeous, as you're seeing, the perfect contrast, that perfect, like, this dress, every penny. This dress was worth every penny. I rewore it as just like an easy maxi skirt with my cute white top from the Amazon swimsuit set because I forgot the bottoms. But this is such a great piece because it is multi-way. So there are just tons of ways that I was able to style this and restyle this for the vacation that worth every single penny. Now, you probably heard me mention a lot of brands that you shop at and you're like, Jay, I never see these pieces. If that sounds like you need to go ahead and follow me over on Like to Know It. I share not only the pieces you're seeing here, but I do roundups of like new ins of all the places I love to shop, things I am obsessing with, new sandals, swimwear, things like that, all in one place so you can easily shop it if you are in the market. And that's where you're gonna see a lot of these pieces that you might have just scrolled past or convinced yourself like weren't going to be for you. So make sure you check that out. And now, the couple of things that I feel like you need to make sure that you pack, okay? I wanna make sure that I touch on this because I feel like I gloss over these in other recap videos. So some non-fashion things you need to make sure that you pack for Thailand. Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire these. Waterproof phone case. Yes, thank me later. Now, another thing is actually a waterproof bag, right? Something like this. And the reason that I suggest this, especially if you're going to be traveling solo, is this makes it so much less stressful on your beach days. I travel with my Sony, I traveled with my DJI, I had all of my very nice things with me at all times to get the content, right? You can easily put them in a bag like this, wrap it up and bring it with you in the ocean, like if you're that paranoid, or at the very least leave it like right next to the ocean, right next to like the water line, so it's close enough to you, but your things don't get wet and they're not just like out of reach or just you're unsure where they are. So this gave me a lot of peace of mind when traveling solo. Sunscreen, and more sunscreen. Bug repellent, I actually ended up with something like these. These were super easy bracelets that you could throw on and go. You didn't have to think about it. They were like citronella lemongrass. Really love that because one, I smelled delicious, but the bugs, they be eating me everywhere I go. So that was really helpful to have as well. Then for the actual fashion, like clothing things to pack, a bucket hat, okay? A actual hat that's gonna like cover your face and easy to wear. And the reason I say a bucket hat and not a baseball cap, the back of your neck, okay? A lot of us forget this and we are in that sun and the back of your neck needs protection too. And sometimes the sunscreen will not cut it. I brought this bucket hat with me. You're gonna see it all over the vlog. And it was a godsend. It was a lifesaver just to make sure that my face didn't get burned, the back of my neck didn't get burned, and it was just cute. It went with everything. So it was very perfect. So please bring you a bucket hat, something to protect your face and your neck, okay? Also, a good beach bag, okay? So I had this really inexpensive one from Vici Collection that literally, again, such a lifesaver because me and my mom also just did not plan like the towels, the water shoes, the snorkels, things like that, that just like we were gonna be lugging around, and this bag couldn't have been more than $30. But when I say it held up through everything, through thick and thin, like it is still holding together. Please bring you a good, just like easy beach bag to put all of your stuff in, regardless of what you're going to do. Also, like I mentioned kind of earlier on and hinted at, a good long sleeve, and depending on how long you're going to be there, a couple of good long sleeves, because again, you just want to make sure that you are protected from the sun. I cannot stress this enough. That sun will get you if you are not careful, okay? And you do not want to lose a day or two because you ended up just getting like too much sun, you were sick, like you just, right? Like it really will take it out of you. The other thing that I learned while on vacation actually is a rash guard and some like swim leggings, but not for the reason you think. While people in Thailand are very much like they don't want the sun touching them, I also saw a lot of people like fully covered swimming. And I couldn't figure out what that was until we learned that it was jellyfish season while we were there. And before you freak out, that doesn't mean like jellyfish are like everywhere, wherever you turn. Like it's not that scene in Finding Nemo, right? But on occasion, a stray jellyfish might make it into the shallows with you. And as a girlie from the Midwest, I did not know that jellyfish can't sting you through clothes. Even if you're wearing something like fine enough like mesh, you're protected. So if you happen to be going somewhere and you want to swim and it might be jellyfish season, the hater train. Y'all know this hater train. Every time I try and give you some tea, coming through. But fun fact, like every time I'm gonna drop a gem on this channel, y'all, this hater train comes. Y'all know, like my regular watchers, This is not the first time the hater train has come through. So fun fact that I learned is jellyfish cannot sting you through clothes, so that is one of the reasons to go ahead and get a long sleeve swimsuit and just some kind of bottoms that you don't mind getting wet as well. That will just protect you. One less thing to stress about, because I did, on accident with my press-on nails, accidentally poke a jellyfish and I thought it was trash, but it was in fact a jellyfish, and by the universe's blessing, I came out unscathed from that. But on one of my excursions in Cebu talking to the locals, that's when I found out that like if you wear clothes, they just can't sting you. So that is a lot of the reason, especially during the summer season, the rainy season, people are fully clothed when they swim just for that protection. So keep that in mind. A fun little tidbit that I did not know myself. Then outside of water shoes, if you're going to be doing a lot of walking, of course a good pair of tennis shoes. And to be on the safe side, I'm not someone who usually wears shapewear, so this was new for me, but a good pair of just like shapewear or something for all the walking and things like that, just again because that heat, and sometimes you like might misjudge your shorts or your pants that they're going to give you the coverage when you're walking, but that sweat, or just sometimes the material catches weird, especially with shorts. I run into that very often. Like the shorts seem like they would cover me, but because of just the sweat and the way you're walking and how you're walking, sometimes that protection is not there. So making sure that you have just like some kind of protection like that for all of your walking. Please, 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 please. Now, if you want even more outfit ideas for hot weather destinations, for tropical destinations, I've been to Bali, Costa Rica, Miami. I have an entire playlist on vacation outfits that you can check out, giving you even more outfit inspiration, what to wear to these places, again, how dressed up or how casual you can be, so that you not only look good, because baby, as you saw, we're gonna look good, but feel good as well. But before you head over there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video from me. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over there.